And welcome back to Southeastern High School. It's time for varsity matchup. These two teams played in the Lady Sons Classic, so they had a lot of games on this floor last week, but they were not playing each other all week long. So it's going to be the Southeastern Sons and the Payson Seymour Indians. We'll let you hear the national anthem sung by young Miss Rigg. We'll let you hear that, and then we will bring you tonight's starting lineups. Eighth grader Tegan Riggs singing the national anthem. She did that the last couple times of the Lady Sons Classic as well, so happy to carry that here. Payson Seymour Indians starting lineup getting ready to be announced. We'll let you hear that as well. Same starting lineup as was the case during the Lady Sons Classic. Savannah Ramsey starting at right back. Kinsey Griswold, right front. Zoe Griswold, middle front. Amanda Stevens. Summer Ramsey and Abby McMillan. So we'll go through the lineups again. Starters, I believe Abby McMillan will still serve first. I'll put her at right back. Then it'll be Kinsey Griswold, Summer Ramsey, Zoe Griswold, Savannah Ramsey, and of course, Amanda Stevens for the Suns as we get ready to go here. For the Payson Seymour Indians, if you caught any of their games during our broadcast of the Lady Sons Classic, it's going to be the same. Emily Mock, number 2. Number 4, Sage Gilmore. Number 9 is the libero, Lauren Brinkman. Number 13, Jessica Whipple will be one of the players that Brinkman signs in for. Maggie Stanford, number 14. Number 22, Ella Archer. And the setter will be number 33, Hannah Bingaman. So that's how we're going to go here as we get ready for the varsity matchup. Payson Seymour and the host Southeastern Sons. The Sons got the JV win, 19-25, 25-17, 25-17, and Kinsey Griswold proved me to be a liar. She comes back to serve first. Abby McMillan Looks like she'll be the second server if their rotation is as it stands currently. So Kinsey Griswold will start things off. She played a very good fresh soft contest. We'll see if that carries over into varsity. Here we go. Set number 1, varsity matchup, regular season underway here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Mock is going to be Stanford on the attack, and she's going to get the kill. Maggie Stanford didn't make the all-tournament team. Kind of surprised me a little, I'm not going to lie. I thought Maggie Stanford might make the all-tournament team. She did not. Sage Gilmore, a left-handed right-side hitter, made the team. And Bingaman goes back to serve first, and her serve is long and out of play. That'll bring Abby McMillan back to serve now. One of the best servers in the area stepping to the line right now for the Suns, Abby McMillan. And she's going to get a little trouble as Gilmore is going to bring it so that Whipple can send it across. Stevens is going to tip it down right side, and a kill for Amanda Stevens as she picks up right where she left off from the tournament. And as we mentioned earlier in the fresh soft game, Abigail Schaefer not here for the varsity contest. She got injured against the Illini West in the first game of championship pool play, and that's a hit out of bounds. It came right to me. And that's a hitting error. 2 service points for Abby McMillan now. But anyway, Schaefer got hurt, and there's an ace. Got hurt. And against the Illini West, she late in that match, she in the third set actually, she dove and hit her head. Has not returned to play yet as Abby McMillan serves that one into the net, a side out. So she is the starting setter for the Suns. If you didn't watch any of those contests, you know that she's a big miss, but they've got some good players, and they will pick up, I'm sure, as best they can. And Stanford going back to serve now for the Indians. It's going to be Summer Ramsey on the attack. It's dug back there by Brinkman. Now it's going to be Gilmore, the left-handed right side, as I mentioned earlier, on the attack. Now it's going to be punched across by Stevens. Back set to Gilmore again, and it's blocked that time, but out. Gilmore will get the kill on the blocking error by Ramsey and Stevens. Stanford will get the point. Gilmore gets the kill. She goes back to serve again. 4-3 now here in set number 1 of the varsity matchup, and that off the left side of the right-handed server goes out of bounds. It's a side out to the Suns, and coming back to serve is going to be Savannah Ramsey. She played the entire fresh soft contest. Riley Van Fleet coming in for Zoe Griswold. Ramsey's serve is dug by Brinkman. Back set goes to Whipple. It's going to be an overpass, and it's going to be an overpass back again. Van Fleet's there. Summer Ramsey sends it across. Sets near side. That's Mock on the attack, and then Savannah Ramsey can't control it. It's a side out. We'll give Mock a kill. And Brinkman going back to serve. As it looks like kind of, I'm not real sure, but I believe both teams, obviously the Suns with the injury, but I believe that Payson has changed their rotation up a little bit as well. Stevens tries to send it right down the net, and the hitting error gives Brinkman a point and ties the score. 5-5 here as Kinsey Griswold is the setter here in this part of the rotation. Stevens on the attack. Stanford is there. It's going to come near side to Mock. Savannah Ramsey. Griswold's going to go out to Summer Ramsey. Bingaman got to that somehow. McMillan on the dig from Mock. Now it's going to go to Summer Ramsey again. Down the line and in. A kill for Summer Ramsey, her first. And a side out gives the lead back to Southeastern. Amanda Stevens coming back to serve now. Griswold will go to the front row. Would imagine that'll make the server, or the setter, the server of the setter. And there's a, Stevens goes back to the one-handed toss. She went away from that late in the day on Saturday. That's going to be, Stevens is the setter, going out to Summer Ramsey. It's blocked, but it's going to fall. A kill for Summer Ramsey and a point for Stevens. Summer Ramsey gets her second kill. Stevens, as I was saying, going back to the one-handed toss and serve. She went away from that late Saturday. An overpass was knocked down by Griswold. Now it's going to be Stevens setting to Griswold. It's blocked. It's dug. McMillan's going to send it across. Now Stevens is going to sit outside to Summer Ramsey. It's off the net and off the block of Gilmore. Ramsey's going to get her third kill, and that was a great rally for the Suns as Stevens gets her second service point. And it's 8-5 now. Stanford got that to the ceiling. Brinkman sends it across. Stevens going to back set to Van Fleet now. It's going to be dug by Brinkman. Middle it comes to Archer, and McMillan got there but couldn't get a pass that Stevens could use. Archer's going to get the kill, and a side out makes it 8-6. And Gilmore, the left-handed server, at the line now. Bump set. McMillan's going to bump it across. Stanford. Gilmore from the back row. It's out. 9-6 the score, and Summer Ramsey coming back to serve. She's got 3 kills already in set number 1. Her team leads 9-6. Jump serve coming. It's low. Brinkman's there. Mock is going to bump set. Gilmore has to send across a free ball. Stevens to McMillan. Dug by Brinkman, and actually she sliced right in front of Stanford, who probably had a better line at that. And McMillan's going to get the kill, her first. Ramsey gets her first service point, and it's 10-6. Ramsey's serve is deep, and they yelled out, and it was out. Side out to the Indians. Mock to serve now. Her first time at the service line, Emily Mock. Had a good tournament as well. That's deep. Savannah Ramsey's there. Stevens going to set out to Abby McMillan, and it's going to go off of Mock. A kill for Abby McMillan, and a side out for the Suns. They take an 11-7 lead, and coming in to serve will be Zoe Griswold, the junior. Didn't play last year, comes back to play this year, and with Abigail Schaefer out of the lineup, she's going to get a lot of playing time. She got quite a bit before that, and then she's going to pick up an ace right there. She got better and better as the tournament went on. I would imagine she'll continue to do that all season long for the Suns. Second serve is into the net. Side out, 12-8. And Ella Archer going back to serve now for the Indians. Her team trailing by 4. Checking in for the Suns, Branchfield, and Stevens gets the kill. Her second. And Kinsey Griswold going to come back to serve now on the side out, 13-8. Archer. It's going to be tipped by Bingaman and a kill. Tip kill by Bingaman, and she'll go back to serve now as it's 13-9. Branchfield is in for the Suns. She replaced Griswold of the Zoe variety. Kinsey Griswold sets to Stevens on the attack and drives it home. Amanda Stevens gets her third kill, and Abby McMillan going back to serve now with her team up by 5, 14-9. Live chat's open. Hop in there. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. There's Whipple on the attack. Branchfield got a hand under it, but couldn't do anything with it. Whipple's going to get the kill. And going back to serve is going to be Stanford. As I was saying, the live chat's open. Doesn't matter if you're from Payson or if you're from Southeastern or have fans or friends playing on both, whatever you want to do. And there's an ace by Stanford. Hop in there. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for as the Indians close it to 3, 14-11. Grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles, hop in there and let your relation know you're watching them here. People from Washington. And Kennewick, Washington last year was a pretty popular town for one of our watchers. Summer Ramsey had it blocked. Stevens back to Summer Ramsey, blocked again. Stevens going to try Summer Ramsey again. This time it's going to go across, and there on a dig was Jasmine Chatton. And Stevens is going to come up finally and just drive one home. Gets her fourth, and Savannah Ramsey going to come back to serve now with her team back up by 4. Low, hard serve. Brinkman's there. Bingaman sets to Gilmore, rolls across the net, and a little communication issue for the Suns results in a side out. Brinkman going back to serve. Van Fleet coming in and going to replace Branchfield. And Griswold set between Van Fleet and Stevens, a setting error, and it's a point for Brinkman. It's her second. Deep and out. A side out on the service there, and Amanda Stevens going to come back to serve now. Her team up by 3, 16-13. And a let serve is dug by Stanford. Back set's going to come to Archer. Stevens going to set it out to Summer Ramsey, who tips it across. Great job by Bingaman to try to get a hand underneath it. Couldn't really do anything with it, but a good hustle. And Summer Ramsey is going to get the kill. Stevens got her third point. Stevens sets to Griswold. On the attack is Archer. Stevens going to set outside to Summer Ramsey. It comes across. And call 4 hits. I'm not really sure if who or what touched that at the net. But Gilmore was over there. I'm not sure if she actually touched it or not, but they got the benefit of the doubt. Gilmore's going to go back to serve on the side out at 17-14, and that's deep and out of play. Service error gives a serve back to the Suns, and Summer Ramsey going to come back to serve now. Ramsey serve. McMillan on the attack and the kill. 19-14. McMillan gets the kill. Ramsey gets the point. Stanford goes to get it. Gilmore bump set to Chatton. Van Fleet, Stevens, Kinsey, Griswold sends it across. Great dig by Brinkman. Now it's going to be Chatton on the attack, and it's going to roll down the net and fall on. They said it did not get touched, so it's 4 hits. Summer Ramsey gets the point. It's 20-14. The largest lead of the contest for the Suns at 6. Brinkman's there on the serve receive. Bingaman's going to send it across, and that should have been 2 hits, I think. McMillan's going to send it across. Bingaman to Archer. Ramsey's there. Now it's going to be Summer Ramsey from the back row. She's going to hit it off of Gilmore. It's going to go back. Stanford's there. Now it's going to be Chatton hitting it deep and out of play. 21-14, and a timeout on the floor is going to be charged to the Indians. We'll keep it here and let you know that this game is being brought to you by the Watering Hole. The Watering Hole in downtown Augusta is open and says, "Good luck, Suns." They'll be with us all season long here on TSSR Game Time Live. So stop in for a cold drink Monday through Friday, 2 to 1, with happy hour from 4 to 6. Then Saturday they're open 1 to 1 for all that great college football action. And Sunday all the NFL action is on from 10 to 10. They'll be playing all of the Suns contests as well. So make sure you stop in at the Watering Hole. Also, MB Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. MB Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. That means Augusta is included. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop in and see the fine folks at 481 West of Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at mbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call 772-2111. And a hitting error gives the Suns another point. 22-14 as Summer Ramsey gets her 5th service point. Brinkman again with the serve receive. It's blocked by Griswold. Stevens going to set it out to McMillan. McMillan goes down the line and gets the kill. One thing I haven't mentioned, Abby McMillan, who is predominantly the second middle for the Suns, is playing left. And Griswold, Kinsey Griswold, who normally plays left with Stevens, is playing middle now with McMillan. So a little bit of change there. 23 as Archer's going to get the kill there and makes it 23-15. And Chatton with the serve, and she's going to serve it into the net. It's 24-15. Zoe Griswold going to sub in to serve. She's got one service point. That was an ace and a chance to get the set one win for her team here. 24-15, Griswold serving. It's a nice serve. It's dug by Gilmore. Bingaman sets to Stanford. Stanford is off of Griswold's arms. A kill for Maggie Stanford, just her second. She's the first Indian with 2 kills. And now Branchfield going to check back in for the Suns, and going back to serve is going to be Ella Archer. She has to roll off 8 straight to keep this one alive. Griswold back set to McMillan, and setting error results in a point for Archer. That's Ella Archer's first service point. That's only the 5th service point of this set for the Indians. Archer serve. Summer Ramsey's there. Griswold sets back to Abby McMillan again. It's blocked, but it falls down between Whipple and the net. McMillan gets this kill. It's her 4th, and that makes it 25-17. The Suns get the set one win. See, the live chat is livened up a little bit. Vanessa Berg, let's go Lady Suns, Plymouth, Illinois. Good job, Branchfield. She played really well in the JV game as well. So we'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes for set number 2. 25-17 Suns in set 1.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries. As well as in the clinic, it's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small. I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day. I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
And we're back here for set number 2, and I didn't even put the last point on the board. I'll do that. 25-17 was the final. Suns get the set 1 win, and we're here as Bingaman starts things off in set number 2. Stevens from the back row. Brinkman put up both hands and it went right across on an overpass. McMillan's going to send there. Again, Brinkman on the dig. Now it's going to be Gilmore from the right side. Stevens is going to set to McMillan. McMillan comes across, and again, it's another dig, but a kill for the Suns and Abby McMillan, her 5th. And Kinsey Griswold coming back to serve now for the Suns. She'll be the setter as Stevens goes to the front row and short on the serve, and it'll be a side out. Going back to serve will be Maggie Stanford for the Indians. Manissa Berg, thank you for joining us in the live chat. Stanford serve is Summer Ramsey on the dig. Out to Stevens it goes, and she goes right down the middle of the floor off of Stanford. A kill for Amanda Stevens, her 5th. And Abby McMillan coming back to serve for the Suns. And trouble, but they're going to get a free ball across from Gilmore. McMillan to Stevens on the set as the set was a little high. Stevens jumped early. A side out, and Whipple of the Jessica variety going back to serve for the Indians with the teams tied 2-2. Middle it comes to Stevens, and that time there was no miscommunication, and Stevens drives it home for kill number 6. And Savannah Ramsey going to come back to serve now with her team up by 1. Riley Van Fleet checking in for Zoe Griswold. Savannah Ramsey serving now with her team up by 1 and up 1-0. Bingaman sets to Archer, and it's blocked. Stevens and Van Fleet on the block. That's the first block of the night, honestly, I believe. We've had some blocks, but not kill blocks, and Savannah Ramsey is going to get to her first service point of the night. Serving again off the right, and that thing looked, I swear to goodness, folks, I'm sitting behind her, and I thought sure she was serving that left, and that thing came back to the right in front of Maggie Stanford, and I think it caught hers off guard as it did me. Ramsey gets the and another point for Savannah Ramsey, her 3rd. It's 6-2. Right at Brinkman it goes. Bingaman back set to Gilmore. Off the block of Stevens. She reaches back up and hits it again. Brinkman's going to try and send it back, and she's going to get called for the double hit. 7-2. 4 straight for Savannah Ramsey now. The side out, when she took this serve, gave him a 3-2 lead, and she's ran with it from there. Bingaman's going to set it to Gilmore again. This time it's blocked by Amanda Stevens. Summer Ramsey was there as well. 5 straight for Savannah Ramsey. Summer Ramsey got the block along with Amanda Stevens. It's going to be another serve down the middle of the floor. Brinkman is there, a little trouble. Gilmore goes to get it. Chatton's going to send it across. McMillan's there. Griswold blocked, and down through the block it goes between the net and the blocker, which was Ella Archer. Another kill for Stevens, her 7th. And it's 9-2. Chatton with the attack. Savannah Ramsey is going to bring it up, and Stevens sends across a free ball. Back set to Gilmore. She tips it. McMillan's there. Now it's going to come to Summer Ramsey. It's dug on the block by Ella Archer. Now it's going to be Stevens on the attack. Off the block and a kill. 10-2. Stevens gets her 8th. And a timeout's going to be charged to the Payson Seymour Indians, 10-2, and we'll keep it here and tell you that this game being brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center's best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 18, 19, 20, and 21. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. And Barkley Bills Company, a hat brand built on two staples, comfort and style. Specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barclaybillsco.com. Savannah Ramsey back to serve again. She served 7 straight. And that's going to be a passing error, resulting in a point for the Suns. Jason Arthur rooting on Gracie and the Suns from Bowen, Illinois. Jason, good to see you on here, buddy. Carrie Schaefer, Abigail Schaefer is cheering from home. Let's go, Lady Suns. Abigail, hope we see you back here very soon. There's an attack by Archers, dug by McMillan, and then Summer Ramsey on the attempt. Fessler with the dig back there. Now it's going to be Stevens on the attack, and nobody's going to dig that. Unless you're a Suns fan, you might dig it in a different way, but that's going to be a kill for Stevens. Give her 9, and Savannah Ramsey gets her 9th straight. 12-2. Stevens on the attack. It's going to come to Bingaman. Back to Gilmore on the attack. McMillan on the Allred is in, and McMillan couldn't make a pass usable. It's going to be a side out. 12-3 is the score. Back to serve is Sage Gilmore. Stevens on the it's just not right. Everybody on their heels because she's been drilling the ball at him, and then a great set by Griswold, and Stevens just tips it down to the lonely corner where nobody was at to get her 10th kill, and she goes back to serve now with a one-hand toss, and Brinkman is there. Bingaman back set as Chatton hits it out of bounds. 4th point for Stevens. Low, hard serve and overpass is going to come to Summer Ramsey. Stevens is going to set back to Allred. Allred's going to tip it down. Bingaman's there. They're going to go to the net, and we'll give Allred a kill on that. Destiny Allred gets her first kill, and back to serve again is Stevens. She's got 5 service points, 15-3. And it's a let serve, and it's going to fall as an ace. It's just not fair. It's just not fair, I tell you. That's not fair. An ace for Stevens, her first. Fessler had it. Brinkman now. It's going to be a free ball coming across. It's going to be set to Griswold. It's blocked by Archer. Now they're going to say 4 hits. Did not get over the net. Just side out. Yes, Abigail Schaefer, if you're watching, I guess your mom says you are. I believe that was your mom. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and good. Hope you get well soon and get back on the court. 16-4 the score. Mock sends up the let serve ace, and I guess if Amanda Stevens can use it, so can Emily Mock. All's fair in love and war. Is that what they say? 16-5, Mock sends the, make it 17-5 as she sends up the service error that time. And Summer Ramsey back to serve. She's got 6 service points and 4 kills and a block so far tonight. Brinkman is there. Tipped across by Bingaman. Knowing whether that setter, when she's when you're playing a 5-1, knowing when that setter is in the front row is key. And Whipple comes in as the side out goes back to the Indians. And Archer on the serve. Ramsey of the summer variety dug it. McMillan on the attack, and Archer sticks an arm out and can't do anything with it. Abby McMillan is going to get her 6th kill, and Gracie Arthur is coming in to serve. Jason, here you go. Gracie's getting a chance to serve here in the varsity contest with the Suns up 18-6. Short serve. Brinkman was there. It's going to come out to Whipple. Arthur was there. McMillan's going to send a free ball across. It's going to come out to Stanford. Gracie Arthur with the dig. It's going to go to McMillan from Stevens and hit it into the net. Well, they got 18-6 on the scoreboard, so that's what we'll have. I must have been a point ahead. Bingaman with the serve now. Back row attack by Stevens. Treble by Mock. Brinkman tracks it down and will get across. I think it does. Ramsey's there. Stevens grits it up. McMillan sends a free ball across. Great hustle by Amanda Stevens. Back set to Gilmore, and it hits the foul pole. A setting error by Bingaman. And a side out for the Suns. 19. Yeah, they do have it 7 now. I thought that was correct. Kinsey Griswold serving. Bingaman to Stanford. Now set middle to Stevens, and she hits it out. Stanford going back to serve now for the Indians. Suns have doubled up on the Indians here early in set number 2. They won set 1, 25-17. They lead 19-8 in set 2. Summer Ramsey with the serve receive. Out to Amanda Stevens it goes, and she's going to drive it off of Stanford. An overpass just out of self-defense. Middle it goes to Stevens now. Now she drives it off the block. Brinkman tried to do something with it, couldn't. A side out. Amanda Stevens is going to get her 11th kill. Her 11th kill of the night. And going back to serve is Abby McMillan with her team up 20-8. Bingaman sets to Mock. Mock is dug by Summer Ramsey. It's going to go back to her from Griswold. Dug back there by Stanford, but an unsettable pass and a point for McMillan, her 4th. Give Summer Ramsey a 5th kill. Bingaman's going to set to Whipple. It's blocked and going to fall behind the block. Whipple's going to get the kill on the blocking error. That's going to be Whipple's 2nd kill. Back to serve is going to be number 13, Jessica Whipple. 2 kills, no points yet here tonight. McMillan. Griswold's going to set to Stevens. Stevens going to drive it home. And she will get her 12th kill of the night. And Savannah Ramsey coming back to serve. Her team up 22-9. They want a sub as Gracie Arthur is going to come out of the front row, and Riley Van Fleet going to go back in. She could handle it up there, Coach. Leave her in there. Savannah Ramsey's serve was Stevens put a hand on it and knocked it to the floor as Archer is going to get the kill. Her 2nd. Side out. 22-10, and Sage Gilmore back to serve for the Indians. Summer Ramsey's there. Out to Allred goes, and she gets dug by Brinkman. Brinkman from the back row now hits it across. Savannah Ramsey's there. Summer Ramsey now is going to tip it. Gilmore's there. Now it's going to go to Archer. McMillan. Stevens. It's blocked. It's dug by Savannah Ramsey. It's going to be a free ball. Nope. They got another hit, I guess. And they're going to call Kinsey Griswold on the double hit. So it's going to be a point for Sage Gilmore. Her first service point. It's 22-11. Still Suns doubled up. Stevens, Griswold, back row from McMillan, and she's going to have a hitting error. Gilmore's going to get her 2nd straight, and it's 22-12. I thank Evan Wagner for running the camera again tonight. Hopefully we'll get him to do this for us a lot throughout this year. Back set, goes over the net. Stevens on the attack now, and it's going to fall off the block. Amanda Stevens is going to get kill number 13, and she'll come back to serve. She's unofficially got 6 service points, including an ace, 13 kills and 2 blocks tonight. Here she comes with the serve. Drops down. Brinkman's there. It's an overpass. Stevens going to back set to Allred. Allred on the attack. It's going to be dug back there by Stanford. Bingaman's going to set to Mock. Mock's going to be dug by Ramsey. Now back to Summer Ramsey from Amanda Stevens, and Summer Ramsey rolls it down the net, gets the kill. And Stevens gets the service point and a chance to serve for the match here, 24-12. Off the arms of Maggie Stanford all the way to the back wall, and that's how set number 2 will end. 25-12. So the Suns get the win, 25-17, 25-12 over Payson Seymour here in regular season action from Southeastern High School. We'll take a break and come back in just a couple minutes with stats, and we'll get Coach Kerr on the headset when we return as well. Thanks for watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Sarah Guyman, Mom and Grammy are cheering for Summer and Savannah and the rest of the Lady Suns from floor 10 at Barnes Jewish Hospital in STL. Sarah Guyman, thank you for coming in. We hope everything turns out okay down there for you. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's a big win for the Suns, 25-17, 25-12. We'll be back in just a couple minutes on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School as the Suns pick up the 25-17, 25-12 win over the Payson Seymour Indians. And Coach Kerr trying to get the microphone. You can turn it around the other way. There you go. There we go. I'll turn you up now.
Rig must have been up here or something. He's left-handed, so.
Rig wasn't up here tonight, but
okay.
maybe it thought he was coming, so it kind of just got itself all discombobulated. But
no kidding.
Well, let's. Speaking of discombobulated,
yes.
Abigail Schaefer obviously not here again tonight. She was watching from home. She said in our live chat. Good. So happy to see that. But you guys seemed like as the game went along, I mean, you saw a few miscues later, but as the game went along, you got more accustomed to the rotation, what was going on. I mean, I think you've got players, right? So that'll probably continue to happen a little bit, right?
Yeah, that's the hope. Obviously, I'm glad that Abigail was able to get on and watch, and prayers for her and her family and for us while she's going through this and while we're going through this, because she's a humongous part of what we are and who we are and what we want to do, not only already this season but down the line as well. So we just hope that for the best for her, and obviously her best right now is to stay home and rest and take care of that brain of hers and her head and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll be able to get her back sooner than later. But moving on, unfortunately we have to, and like you said, we still have some players, and I got to give Kinsey Griswold a lot of credit. She is coming out as a freshman and been thrown into the fire big time.
Yes, she has.
She's played middle. She's played left. She's doing some setting for us now and done a really good job. Good athlete, good kid, and really happy for the way she's progressing. And she just mentally, and she's obviously a freshman, you can see, and just sometimes she's tentative, but the skills are there and the ability's there and the drive is there and the motivation. I usually make her cry about 3 times a night. I think I got her a couple times in the JV match, and just trying to coach her up. And she's so sensitive, and the old water start falling out of the eyes. But no, she's doing a good job. And getting to your point, just trying to get comfortable with the rotation, and that's a big thing. We work on something all preseason, and it has Abigail in there, and all of a sudden now she's not, and you saw 4 different players playing her spot tonight. With Zoe and Maddie and Gracie and Riley, actually 5. Riley, all the kids on the bench went and came in and played some good minutes in that spot. So that's just what we're going to have to get, good contributions from each of them or whoever it is on a given night, and hopefully they can get comfortable on the floor and continue to improve just like the rest of the kids are. So getting comfortable with that rotation is very important, and I think you're right. I think the more we play, obviously the more comfortable we're going to get, and the less thinking we have to do about where we're supposed to be on the floor, and obviously the less thinking, the more they can just let their reactions and their natural ability play out and their instincts, and I think you saw that tonight a little bit.
Let's talk about, speaking of rotation, we talked after the Classic and said, perhaps some of the best middles were playing in that game, and some of the, and then there's some of the best lefts. Abby McMillan, who could possibly be one of the best middles in the area, is playing left in this rotation.
She is.
And it took me, I saw it, but it didn't dawn on me for a few seconds.
Right.
That just goes to show Griswold moving to center or playing middle and setting, and then McMillan moving. She's been center or middle for
8 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then she
correct.
moves to left and really played well over there for you, I thought, tonight.
She did. And she started that last night. That was her first. Last night was her first ever game as a left, and then tonight as well. So that's just something the coaching staff and I looked at and thought, we need a little bit more offense in this situation, and with Amanda being able to set outside really well to her, they make a good team, and I think that takes some pressure off of Griswold as well, because she's more in the middle, and just kind of let her go block and maybe not have as big of a burden on her offensively. And we really like Abby on the outside, and she likes it a lot. She gets more touches, and she's smiling more because she's getting more touches and getting more kills, and good for her. That's nice to just kind of refreshing for her, because after the first practice, we talked about it, and I said, how do you like the outside? She said, good. And I said, you're not going to give it back, are you? She said, nope. And I said, if you never played middle before, you don't know how much easier it is to play a left side than it is middle, because middle is tough as far as blocking.
You have to move a lot more, right?
Blocking responsibilities and lateral stuff. And the way Amanda's setting it up on a T4, she's getting some nice swings, and that is something that we'll probably look at exploring when Abigail gets back as well. So, you're exactly right. Just versatility of some nice players being able to play more than one spot. Summer Ramsey got some nice kills tonight, and
I had her for 6.
Yeah, she's kind of undersized as a hitter, as she always has been, but just does a great job. And she's really known for her defense and just playing so hard back there. But for her size, she does a good job attacking, and she got a few through tonight.
Why didn't you leave Gracie Arthur in there on the front row and let her get a swing?
So she, the first time we had a JV match, she actually played middle for our JV, because she kind of knew what she was doing, and she's one of the better jumpers on that squad. But no, she's a little bit vertically challenged to play in the front row.
She is. I just bring that up because Savannah was getting back there about ready to say, you're like, stop.
Right, yeah. Well, I wasn't paying attention as normal, and the kids were like, Gracie's in the front row. I'm like, oh, yeah, we better probably – I want to take care of that. But no, she's someone else who, we can rely on the back row defensively. She's had a good JV season so far. She's kind of battling a little bit of injury herself, so it was nice to be able to get her on the floor for the first time, I think, this year at the varsity level. And she does some good things. She has good instincts and a good quickness, and that's one thing about those sophomores, Maddie and Gracie especially. They really love the game, and they've gotten a lot better just by digging balls that Abby and those guys and Amanda have hit to them for the last 2 years.
We haven't talked about Amanda, and I'll do it quickly. I had her for 13 kills, 2 blocks, 7 service points, and an ace. And I'm not good enough to keep a set assist, but
right.
She had some of those too.
Yeah, she did, right. No, she had a great night, fresh off her 24 kill performance last night against Monmouth United. So she's really playing well, and the thing that I was worried the most about was just how she's going to get her touches in with Abigail, because Abigail does such a great job with her, and it's up to Kenzie. Every ball that Amanda hits now is coming from Kenzie's hands most of the time. So we've simplified some things and slowed things down, and maybe we don't look quite as impressive, and we're not running slides and not running what we call threes as much, but at some point, just putting the ball up in the air, letting Amanda just go be an athlete is pretty impressive and pretty effective as well. So that's kind of what we're doing now, and obviously Amanda, for the first time all year, thank goodness she got her serves going, because she's been serving about under 500, under 50%, and she really hit the ball well tonight. I did mention that
Saturday, she went away from the one-hand toss, or from the right-hand to one-hand toss, and started doing a more traditional toss on the jump serve. Tonight, she was back at it, and it worked tonight.
Yeah, so I think sometimes, and probably the coach's fault, is we're just maybe sometimes too conservative with our serving, and I feel like the majority of the time against most teams we're going to be better than the other team. So let's just put it in play, and let's let our superior, level, win out. And I think sometimes Amanda struggles with that because she wants to be go and hard all the time, and I think she tried to modify her serve a little bit and try to be a little bit more conservative. And sometimes when she does that, she is too tentative and the ball floats on her out of bounds, or she hits off of her hand and it goes in the net or whatever. But tonight she went after it, and obviously
it worked.
When you have a comfortable lead, you're obviously going to be more apt to do that, and be more free to serve ball like that. So
did you get a win tonight, Coach? Good job.
Coach Rigg got a big win. Drowned Puppies.
18-2.
18-2.
18-2. What's your record?
1-0 tonight. 1-0, right?
8-9. So you start out 0-6 and you're 8-9. That means you're 8-3 in your last 11. We'll take that. That's what we'll talk about, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That's what good media and coaches talk about. It's what you are in your last however minute looks good, right? So, well, Coach, I'll let you get out of here. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Big win tonight, and it's good to see the girls. I feel like every time I come see you guys, as long as Abigail's not in there, you're going to keep getting better. Yeah. And then when Abigail comes back, that's just going to make you even better, right?
Yeah, I think so. It just, like I said, it's just a blessing to have girls that can go out there and play and love the game and play hard and have some ability. It's really fun. We've had
makes your job easier.
Yeah, absolutely. I've yelled a little bit more this year than I did last year, but still they know what they're doing, and it's fun just to go out there and watch them. And we have a few younger kids. We're still young, even with Abigail or Zoe, whoever starts. We're still freshman, sophomore, along with the two seniors, and so we still have some learning to do. But I probably yell at Savannah too much and probably yell at Kinsey too much, but that's part of the learning process, and I'm sure that when they're seniors, I'm probably not going to yell at them much either because they're going to know exactly what I want. And
maybe even next year, right?
Yeah, well, hopefully. Yeah.
It's gonna drop off every year, right?
Yeah,
that's the idea, right?
Correct. Yes.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you again. I don't even remember when your next home game is, but we'll be here.
We got 3 next week, I think.
Okay. Well, I'll see you next week then.
That sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yep. Coach Tim Kerr talking to us here. We'll go through some stats real quick before we head out. Emily Mock, 1 point, which was an ace and a kill. Sage Gilmore, 2 points and a kill. Lauren Brinkman, 2 points. Jessica Whipple, 2 kills. Maggie Stanford, 2 points, which one was an ace and 2 kills. Ella Archer, 1 point and 2 kills. And Hannah Bingaman, 1 kill. For the Suns, stats a little bigger for the Southeastern Suns. Summer Ramsey had 6 points, 6 kills, and a block. Zoe Griswold had a point, which was an ace. Savannah Ramsey had 9 points, and all 9 of those were served straight, and an ace was included in those 9. Abby McMillan had 4 service points, including an ace and 6 kills. Riley Van Fleet had a block. Amanda Stevens, I don't know how many set assists she had, but I would imagine that at least the 6 Abby McMillan kills were Amanda Stevens. So Amanda Stevens had 7 points, including an ace, 13 kills, 2 blocks, and at least 6 set assists. And Destiny Allred had a kill as well. So that's how we'll finish tonight. 25-17, 25-12. The Suns get the 2-set win over Payson Seymour. We'll be back in action for TSSR Game Time Live tomorrow night as the Bombers play at Rova. And they play the Tigers in football. And then West Prairie Southeastern is on Saturday, a 1 o'clock game from West Prairie High School. BPC's on Saturday at 11 as they play Galva. So that's kind of what we got looking forward to, and then we'll be back here a bunch next week as well. So thanks for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. For Evan Wagner, I'm Dwayne Hulett. We'll talk to you again next week. See you.